Hi, it's Katie here. I wanted to give you a brief overview of my website maintenance plans. As you can see, all of the info you will need is below, as well as a section with FAQs with a bunch of questions that people have asked in the past about why basically they should go for a maintenance plan, how it can help them in their businesses. And I want to really highlight some of the benefits, what the benefits will be for you as a business owner, as a person who is busy, and potentially as well as a business owner who doesn't want to take on the tech headache of running their own website, which is perfectly understandable. So my plan covers four main areas, and the first of these is it basically includes updates and optimization of your site. So websites have loads of tools, they have plugins, they have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of tech behind the scenes that needs to be updated on the regular. And the best way to protect from hacks and from any kind of nasty stuff that can go on the web is by keeping everything up to date and keeping it secure. So I also make sure that your website is optimized. So for example, if you're adding new content, you're adding new images, blog posts on the regular as well, as you do this, your database, or basically what is required from your hosting, your cloud, will grow over time. So I make sure that everything is optimized, everything is running as smoothly and as quickly as it possibly can, because we all know that, you know, a slow loading website is really not what anybody wants, and that will obviously help them with getting you conversions, getting you clients, moving forward, making sure everything is running smoothly and as fast as possible. The second thing that I cover is to basically monitor and to protect. So if there are any strange bits of traffic coming through to your site, I keep things secure, and specifically here, I add a firewall to the back end of your site, and this will protect at all times. And this is the best way of protecting against your website getting hacked. Now, not to say that this is super, super common, but it can happen. And basically, the more out of date your site is, the more out of date a lot of the plugins and the tech is behind the scenes on your site, and the more updates you're making to your site without those things being kept up to date and kept, you know, as modern an update as possible, the more chance that there is that actually there are going to be hacks. And that is something that can happen, and you can potentially lose everything that way. So it's really, really important to make sure that your website is protected at all times. And the third thing that I offer is backups. So if something goes wrong, let's say, for example, you're creating a blog post, you're updating some content, and you have an issue. Maybe something doesn't save, or maybe something has gone wrong. While that happens, I can actually make sure that everything is backed up. So I will take a daily backup of your site. So if things do go wrong, let's say something crashes while you're trying to update, I can simply restore the day before or earlier that day. I can restore it to the previous version of your site without any problem. So you potentially could lose everything on your site if your site is not backed up. And as you know, with any kind of data, with photos, it's really, really important to keep backups of things, because we all know what can happen if your computer goes wrong, if it dies overnight. The same thing can happen with your website. So if it's not backed up, there can be big, big issues. You can lose everything. So yeah, it's really, really important to make sure your website is backed up. And the other and really, really cool thing that I offer, and this is really, really helpful for your marketing and everything going forwards as well, and this is reporting. So to show you all of the work that I am doing on security and optimization and backups and all of that kind of stuff. As well as that, it also shows you how your site is performing. So it gives you a snapshot basically of page views, We can integrate your Google Analytics into this report, and basically you'll see where traffic is coming from, what people are doing on your site, and it's a really, really handy way to know, stay in the know of what's working, what's not working, how we can improve your site, the usability of it, the navigation of it going forward. So as well as these 4 features, in some of my maintenance packages, you'll also get time with me. So basically, you'll get time per month for me to create content updates. So this might be if you need to add an image, if you need to change up some images in your portfolio perhaps, or you might need to update some text or an offer. I can generally get that done within an hour, unless it's a little bit more of a complex job. And also you will save monthly on my hourly rate. So any jobs that will go over that amount of time, they will go into my hourly rate. But as a maintenance plan customer, you will actually save on that hourly rate, as well as get that allotted time per month within your maintenance plan. So in the long run, that's really going to help you to save money. So essentially the plan makes sure your site is protected, it's secure, and basically I'll be in your corner every month to make sure, that you're helped behind the scenes with your website. I would honestly say that the worst thing that you can do is get your website up and running and just leave it there. So a lot of the things that I do behind the scenes with your site not only help your website and keep it protected, but also help your business grow and help you, improve your marketing going forwards as well. And don't forget that I also offer priority to my clients that are on the plan. So if you need work done sooner, if you are a plan customer, then you will get that done much, much sooner than my other work by an hourly rate. So I really hope some of that answers some of your questions, and I'm really looking forward to maintaining your site. Let me know if you have any other questions at all. I'll be happy to help. Get in touch via the link on the page, and I'll see you soon.